My name is Captain Patrick Paquette. I am a recreational fishing community organizer from Hyannis, Massachusetts. I represent many different recreational fishing organizations and am the founder of HonestByCatch.com. Federal fishery observers are deployed on commercial fishing vessels to monitor and record the amount and composition of fish caught. Observers gather data on non-targeted fish, marine mammals, and seabirds captured as bycatch and either discarded at sea or mixed in and sold with the targeted species. Information is later used by fisheries managers in their decision-making process. This video depicts Atlantic herring midwater trawlers, fishing vessel Sunlight and fishing vessel Brianna Nicole of Gloucester, Massachusetts. The vessels are operating in what is known as a pair trawl, and the video shows the observer at work. Midwater pair trawlers are the most powerful fishing vessels in the Northeast. Working together, they tow a massive football field-sized net between them, which has the capability of catching everything in its path. This is the high-tech operations center located inside the vessel's wheelhouse. Cutting-edge electronics are used to locate schools of fish. Now we see the immense net being hauled. The net is full of dead fish. Can you tell what kind of fish they are? I don't think a fisheries observer can either. A federal observer at the fish chute watches what is being pumped into the holds. She will take random basket samples to estimate the composition of the net's catch. We clearly see 3 crew members in 2 locations out of view of the observer, pre-sorting or removing fish that are not herring. These non-targeted fish, called bycatch, should not be removed prior to the observer taking samples. Doing so can lead to inaccurate bycatch estimates, potentially underestimating the fishery's impact on ocean wildlife. Pre-sorting, like the haddock being gaffed here, is allowed as long as the catch is set aside for the observer. These haddock will be counted, but will then be dumped overboard dead. Pre-sorting done away from the observer's view is a serious concern in this fishery. This is called a bell or seal guard. Look how big it is in relation to the crew member's head. Catch pumped onto the boat first passes through the bell to prevent any unwanted catch, such as large fish, porpoises, and whales from clogging the pump. This is another form of pre-sorting. It is clear here that federal observers standing on the deck cannot identify anything left in the net. Yet, federal guidelines specify that observers must be able to make record of any species remaining in the net after pumping, and must be able to observe the presence of marine mammals caught. On these vessels, anything left in the net is often dumped, unobserved, at the end of the pumping. No one knows how much herring and/or other marine life is discarded dead back into the sea. A humpback whale is swimming near the fishing vessel. The risk of capture and entanglement of marine mammals and other fish that feed on schools of herring is another concern in this industrial fishery. Solutions. 100% of industrial midwater trawl vessels should have an observer on board at all times to sample all of the catch. Pre-sorting and at-sea dumping must be prohibited. All catch should flow uninterrupted and be viewed by observers so they can sample all species caught in the nets. Only in this way can accurate estimates of bycatch be made. At-sea dumping, for legitimate reasons of safety, must be carefully controlled through a system of disincentives and limits on the practice. For more detailed information, contact Captain Patrick Paquette, email info@honestbycatch.com.